Whimsies, and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you guys how to turn 10,500 Adopt Me bucks into a balloon unicorn, making this officially part 7 of my series, Turning Bucks to Pets. And for the ones who are new here, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Mocha Charms, and I am a primarily coquette Adopt Me builder. And I am here to hopefully teach you how to build and how to get rich off of homes. It takes a lot of grit and determination to know the ins and outs of Adopt Me's home market, and that's what I'm here for. So, before I ramble too much, I'll tell you guys how I did it. I made a balloon unicorn coquette inspired glitch build within my tiny home. But before you guys get super excited, I have to let you guys know something. Trading homes take time and patience. It took me 5 days to trade my home for the perfect offer, and it may or may not take you guys longer or a short amount of time to do so. So, just remember, trade your home for the offer that makes you happiest, and do not let anyone tell you what you can or cannot do. There is no set value for homes. Therefore, there is no way to accurately calculate a home's worth. But, of course, you have to be reasonable on what you ask for your home. So don't go and say that you want to get a mega bat dragon for your home. I don't think I have to explain why. I hope. So that's super important to know going forward. Knowing how to navigate certain situations you may find yourself in. Such as knowing how to react when people are trolling you or just being rude. I'm letting y'all know that there may be terrible people trying to block your progress on your journey to become rich. So, I feel like it's my duty to help give y'all some tips on how to better navigate it. The most important tip I can ever give anyone is just personally not let anything they say or do truly affect you. And I know it's easier said than done. So please remember this. People who like to hurt and bring others down are the ones who are truly hurting inside. So never look at what they do at face value. Instead, just look at the sad and lonely person who finds it amusing to try to bring you down to their level. And remember that you choose to deal with your stress and your discontent with life in a different and healthy manner. Just feel bad for them and go about your way. That's the best way you can do it. Being calm and able to assess the situation before you react is a very important skill in life. And it's something we all can work on. But don't let anything I say deter you from the absolute facts that are this. You are amazing and awesome, and you are the best at being who you are. This world needs you because you bring something to it that nobody else can replicate. We are all special and we're all unique. And being unique and kind makes this world a bit better. You got this. Sorry for getting off track, but to finally get to the point of this video, I will be showing you guys the speed build of the home I made. And before I actually show it, I want you guys to remember that if it's a bit too fast, that you could change the playback speed. And also, if you want to skip the speed build and go straight to the other part of the video where I'll be showing you guys my offers, go to right above my head. And a little heads up, this is a glitch build. I had to glitch outside of my tiny home, so I will be showing you how I did it. And to do it the most accurately, I would say you need a propeller or a flying pet. You can still do it with a propeller, but I personally prefer using a pet. And I promise this is the last thing. So, if you see skips within the speed build, I apologize. I deliberately chose to leave out a bunch of small details because I want you guys to use your creativity to fill out the rest. But don't worry, I did this for 2 reasons. I believe in your creativity, and also I don't want to take up too much time. And with that finally out of the way, we can finally begin. Let's go, and see you soon.
Since this is a glitch build, I have to start by putting the things I want to save on top of the roof. It's so it could be easily accessible later. Then I will use the cute sofa to drag outside of the home so I can go and fly on top of the roof. Please watch carefully. And then now you can use the propeller to float you above the home. And that's the first step on making a glitch build. Now, for this part, I like to use a flying pet. So now, please fly away from the home so you're able to see the entire body of it, and use a block and scale it as big as you possibly want it, and then drag it all the way down until the top reaches the very tip of the roof. Like this. And now you have a glitch build. Just make sure to leave your home, and then see if you're able to spawn on top of it. If not, just adjust it until you're able to. Just copy and paste this floor for the rest of it. I skipped showing the rest, apologies. Just copy and place these trims all around the room. I again skip this to save time. please change all the lines to this gray instead.
into the sunlight. We'll hide away all of our secrets, away for you in the darkness. There's no stopping us right now.
I forgot to show you guys the kitchen cabinets I used. These are them, and please color them how I did. Apologies.
Into the sunlight, we'll hide away all of our secrets, away for you in the darkness. There's no stopping us right now.
decided not to film the rest of the home, because it's just small little details I was filling out here and there. And most, if not all, were already placed around the home that I just duplicated all around. And also, I didn't want to take up any more time than I already have, since I know this is one of the longest speed builds I've ever done. Sorry.
Final look. Welcome back, my Charmsies. I apologize for the long speed build, but now that it's finally done, I can finally show you guys the offers I received for it. One question I get asked all the time is, how do I find people to actually offer for my home? I hear all the time that people tend to have a very difficult time trying to trade their homes, and I feel so bad because, for me, don't get me wrong, it is kind of hard to get offers, but I still get them, and for other people, they just tend not to get them at all. And after some deep speculation, I came up with a couple theories. My first theory is that your home may not be completely decorated to the fullest. Not to say it's not nice, it's just that I've noticed between my less decorated builds and my more decorated builds, I tend to get more offers for the latter. Meaning, even if you have a bare wall or bare floor or anything like that, decorate your heart out. Just put as much stuff as you possibly can. Obviously, try to make it look as nice as possible, but decorate till you cannot decorate anymore. And tip 2, I highly suggest going to rich servers. And the best way to do that is like this. When you're about to start up the game, scroll down until you see servers. Now scroll down to look at all the full servers and look for the avatars that have a lot of cosmetics on them. Usually, whenever you see a bunch of people with cosmetics, it could tell you whether or not a server is rich. And usually, I'm not one to judge people on their appearances, but lately, and sadly, Adopt Me has been swarmed with bot servers. And within these bot servers are a bunch of random brand new accounts that are farming pets that sell them on the Adopt Me black market. I tend to try to stay away from those, and the way you could tell is that whenever you go to see those servers, the ones with just the same avatar, and it tends to be just brand new looking avatars, those are bot servers. And this server is a prime example of what I was saying. See how all the avatars look the same? That is a bot server. But to go back to the topic of regular rich servers, I think that this one would be pretty rich. So, I clicked on it, and another good sign is whenever there's a waiting list for that server. People want to go into that server for a reason, right? Just wait it out and you'll see what I mean. This ended up being that exact server, and you can see that people have megas, someone has a frost dragon, and somebody else has a parrot, so safe to say this server is pretty rich. And these are the servers that gives you a higher chance on getting good offers for your home. compared to if you just randomly press play instead. Now this is the normal server. See the difference? There's way less people and way less megas and frost dragons and such. So to reiterate my point, I think it's best for you to go to servers that are full with people who are rich. Tip 3. I want you guys to make sure that your message is very detailed and very, very appealing for people to want to tour your home. So instead of just saying, trading a pink and purple preppy home, how about you say something along the lines, trading a pink and purple unicorn inspired preppy home inside of my sandbox island for a good offer. Join my family if you'd like to tour. And tip 4, and finally, if you see that you're not getting any offers within 10 to 15 minutes, go to a different server. And I cannot reiterate this enough. I see so many people staying in the same server for hours and getting no offers. The better chance for you to get an offer is for you to go and broaden your horizons, see more people. So always go to a different server every 10 to 15 minutes if you're not getting any offers, okay? And now that I've revealed all my tactics, I'm going to finally show you guys all the offers I received for my home. Thank you for waiting, and I hope you enjoy.
Here's a tip to figure out troll offers. When someone gives a great offer without saying anything beforehand, be wary. It doesn't happen all the time, but I've noticed people like to do this too. Get your hopes up, then randomly leave or decline afterwards. But still, don't give up. These people want you too, so don't give them that satisfaction. You got this. Just keep on moving forward, and all your hard work will pay off in the end. offer on Elvebread to see if it was a good offer for a balloon unicorn when she left server. I wish I didn't have to add. She was so nice. Earlier, I met someone who told .me his friend would be interested in offering. He had told me earlier that his friend would offer Arctic reindeer, which isn't quite what I was looking for, but I knew they had high value and I could possibly trade it for Balloon Uni. What a great trade. But now it was time to try and trade this for Balloon Uni.
To make this video a bit shorter, I didn't want to show you guys all the trades of me failing to get a balloon unicorn. It took me several hours for me to finally get someone to say yes. This message here says, even though balloon unicorn is higher value than an Arctic reindeer at the moment, it's one of those pets that can easily go up and down in value. Unlike the legendary pets from 2019, which are very stable in their values. I'm just glad that he agreed and was willing to do the trade. Though it did take him a long while for him to accept, I was kind of getting a bit nervous at this point. I am so grateful for this trade, and with that, I'm finally done. Alright my Charmsies, that's about it for this very long video. But before I go, I have to let y'all know about the new giveaway of the balloon unicorn I just got. As like always, it's my goal to always give away the pet that I get within these videos, as a testament to my goal on helping people become rich. So, if you want to join this giveaway, please answer this upcoming question in the comments below to the best of your ability. How important is it to work for the things that you want? And I kind of say this in the context of how many people I see in Adopt Me sitting there begging people to give them free stuff, and they say, I need this, I need this, I need that, and then whenever somebody gives them something, they just still sit there and continue to beg and beg and beg, and it kind of makes me wonder, what's the point? What's the point of you standing there if you're not going to put any work in? Not to be funny, but your dream pet isn't just going to magically fall from the sky. If you truly want it, you gotta work for it, you know? Long and detailed answers are most preferred. I really do like it when you guys give actual examples from your real life experiences. I absolutely love reading those type of responses. So please, go all out. This giveaway ends June 18th, and I will post the winner in my channel's community tab. So just keep an eye out around that time. And before I go, I want to give a little bit of a disclaimer. Just because I was able to technically overall get a balloon unicorn for the home, it doesn't necessarily mean you will. But you could get a very good offer like I did, and then eventually be able to trade up for balloon unicorn. And this right here will be a good shortcut for that. Alright, my Charmsies, take care. And as always, God bless.